It gives me great pleasure to bring on board Mr. Sanjay Thakkar, Chairman of the Landmark Group. Sanjay, it's your first time on ET Now and the first time we are interacting with you on this forum. So a very warm welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to start with the obvious question, which is that in your understanding, how did the Dussehra sales go for your group and for the auto industry? Because we are getting mixed signals from various stakeholders we've spoken to.
Didn't you see a very broad smile on my face when I greeted you? I mean, it is beyond expectation. It's beyond our best case scenario that we had drawn 4 months back while we were all sitting at our homes and drawing our budgets and scenarios. This is clearly the best case scenario that is playing out. If there is a winner in the post-COVID era, it is the personal mobility. And this is happening because the shared mobility concept, as a concept, shared mobility is something which people will not go for a very long time. So initially what we saw after the opening up, slow, gradual openings that happened post-COVID was that the smaller cars, the cheaper cars started to sell. But gradually it has kind of taken the whole spectrum is selling. The premium cars, the luxury cars, they are all selling. So we are having the best Diwali Dussehra period that we have had. As a group, we have done more than 1,000 deliveries in this last 10 days. And that is maybe 30% more than what we did last year. So good times are here. Thank you.
Okay, so you've sold 30% more than what you sold in 2019. But is that the true benchmark? How about we compare 2018? Because 2019 itself was a bad year.
You are right. So let's look at it from a dealer perspective. We all are focused on the numbers that the industry does, which is an important barometer to figure out how the economy is performing. As far as the dealer balance sheet and P&L is concerned, the discounts are down, the stocks are down. And the important fact is that the customers are now deciding faster. The turnaround time that we are seeing at the retail level is much faster than, say, last many years. And that is because people come with a lot of research and the physical touch points are fewer, the test drives are fewer, and the buying decision is faster. Now, that said, if we had more supply, our numbers would have been much higher. So we are more or less at the level at Group Landmark, we are more or less at the level of 2018 as far as the deliveries during Dussehra period, Navratri is concerned. And that gives me a lot of heart.
Okay. Now, the pocket which you represent is the luxury car market. Mercedes, Volkswagen, Jeep to some extent. Sure. So when the numbers you're sharing with us are essentially for the luxury market. So will I be correct in interpreting that the luxury market is also back on track?
I would say so. In fact, we represent the premium to luxury spectrum. We are also, apart from the brands that you mentioned, we are also with Honda and Renault. So there are 5 brands that we represent in passenger cars, and we are seeing if we had more supply from practically every brand that we represent, we would have delivered or sold more. We are more or less sold out for November for all the brands right now, and that is something which is giving me heart. And again, to kind of repeat, I'm saying that the personal mobility as compared to shared mobility is the theme here. People want fast deliveries, and that's what is giving me heart that the future also will be robust. The SUVs are just flying off the shelf. We don't have supplies. For example, the GLS, the GLE of Mercedes-Benz, the T-Roc of Volkswagen, the Wrangler. They are all sold out. There is a waiting period that we are having. The Honda City is doing exceedingly well. The Renault Triber has a waiting period for many models. So really it is across the board kind of bull run that we are seeing, and I'm personally extremely bullish on where we are and feeling extremely comfortable and happy today.
Sanjay, Nikunj is curious to know, are you offering deep discounts on Mercedes or any of the other cars like Jeep, etc. that you sell?
That's what I mentioned. The good part about last year was, again, you all are aware that there was a BS Sport liquidation drive and most manufacturers offered a huge amount of discount. So this year, the discounts are very low, and that's where the retained margin at dealer end is much higher. So even if we were to sell a few cars lesser, I'll take it. So lesser discount, lesser stock, demand more than supply is actually a dealer's dream come true. So this is the right zone where we are. Mercedes really, the discounts have significantly reduced on ground, and the cars are in waiting period for many of the models.
Nikunj, an upgrade to Mercedes coming for you soon?
Absolutely. Now I have his number. I'm going to put my sales guy.
Aisha, right now I'm working from home. So frankly, the car which I have right now, trust me, I got a tank full before the pandemic, and that tank is still halfway mark. So that's my current requirement in order to use the car. And next time when I have to use the car, Aisha, I know you've been hitting the road, so maybe I'll hitch a ride from you.
Why not? In fact, what we are also seeing is a trend where people are traveling mid-distance, long distance in cars. That's where the luxury cars, the premium cars, the safer cars, the more comfortable cars are getting sold. Myself, I never had traveled from Mumbai to Ahmedabad by road. But last month I took my car, an E-Class, and we drove to Ahmedabad. So people who are not otherwise were not traveling by road are traveling by road, and that's what is also giving premium and luxury cars a push.
What about inventory for luxury cars? I mean, is there anything to worry about there? And also in terms of any particular models or facelifts, anything that's doing better than others at this point of time, especially as we're seeing all this action heat up during festive season?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. So the SUVs were sought after. The newer launches are getting lapped up straight up, whether it is the T-Roc of Volkswagen or the GLS of Mercedes-Benz, the Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, the Honda City. All the new models go first. And then if you were to kind of offer, if the cars are not available, people will settle for something different. So really, I would say that today, all models are flying. If my stock levels in all dealerships are at a multi-year low. If I had more cars, I would have sold much more. Maybe 30-40% more is what I would have sold right now. So I'm personally bullish. Things can change very fast, but to me, it does not look like changing anytime soon. On ground, we are seeing enormous amount of traction.
40% more, that's huge, particularly at a time like this. It's encouraging to note. What about trends that you're seeing, kind of consumer behavior, particularly post-COVID, in terms of, willingness maybe to change models more frequently, or, even in higher segments, possibly a shift towards wanting, as you said, SUVs, more family-sized cars, as people take to driving more by themselves as opposed to taking public transport or Ubers, for example. Any other trends in consumer behavior that you've picked up in your interactions on ground and with consumers?
Yeah, so this is an important point that you brought up. People trading in their cars. One of the things that people have been talking about is the pre-owned cars, the used car sale going up in India, which is now 1.3 times the new car sales and growing. What we have seen in the last few months is that that people are really not so keen to trade in their cars. They want to retain the car, and they are buying an additional car. So we have had this kind of a slight shift in the behavioral pattern. So the pre-owned car market is starved of supply. Also to kind of keep in mind that there was a bank moratorium which was on. So the bank auctions, the repossessed cars have also not been coming to the market. So the used car, there is a demand. Again, there is a supply issue. What we are also seeing is that the physical touch points from customer behavior, there was also a concern that whether people would come to the showrooms or not. I'm happy to say and comforted by the fact that yes, people are coming for test drives, for deliveries, and without that, the sale is not happening. So this is again something which we are seeing. The used car prices have gone up because of what I just said, the supply not being available. The digital research, the searching on the car has gone up big time. So there has been a slight shift in the customer behavior, but the underlying theme, according to me, is that personal mobility is trumping shared mobility.
Sanjay, the way car sales move is that from August and September, companies, they start increasing the dispatch numbers to increase inventory levels at dealer levels. October, November, when Diwali Dussehra kicks in, we see a spike in the numbers at the retail level, and then things plateau. And towards the year end, because of year end compulsions, the sales, they tend to pick up again as people want to get rid of the last year's models. Will this year be any different? And do you think the pent-up demand, what we've seen, is this permanent?
My sense here is that the manufacturers, and really they acted in a very wise manner, according to me, by kind of limiting their production. So at least the brands that we are dealing with, I'm not seeing a situation where the dealer stock will be disproportionately higher. So while we were sitting at home 4 months back thinking about how the world would kind of, how the opening up will happen and how the world would behave, everybody took a very cautious approach as far as the premium and luxury segments are concerned. So the productions that have been planned are not through the roof. And I don't think that they are in a position to ramp up production so much immediately. So having said that, I think that that November would be good because of Diwali, December, as you rightly said, because of the normal year-end discounts and all that, that will happen. And let's see how January, February pans up. Generally, that's the best quarter of the year. So really, I don't see a situation where it's going to fall off the cliff at all.
We deal with a lot of other car companies which offer entry level cars, but I'm sure you've got a sense as to what is happening, let's say, with a Maruti or other companies which offer entry level cars. Is the demand at entry level and is the demand in semi-urban and rural India also equally strong?
So we did that research. This is an important thing, and as an organization, we were trying to figure out whether there are any pockets which are doing well or it is a secular growth. So we found out that NCR, for example, the National Capital Region, had grown at 11%. We saw that Punjab, another more kind of a semi-urban rural area, had grown at 20-odd%. So what we believe is that this is a secular growth. Entry level is also selling, the premium will also sell, and the luxury will also sell. That's the call we have right now. In absolute numbers, obviously, companies like Maruti and Hyundai and Tata will do well, much better than what they have done before. The numbers will all kick in. What we need to, when we talk about the Indian market, it may be also important to figure out what is the rupee term transaction value that we are talking about. So, though, say, Maruti has a 15% market share in volumes, possibly their value term pocket share is just under 40%. So, people who are selling more expensive cars, one should not compare them only in numbers, but in the value that they basically take from the customer's wallet. So, the feeling is that this is across spectrum, It is not rural or urban or premium or entry level. It is across. That's the view I have today.
Mr. Thakkar, you've really painted a very rosy picture. Thank you so much for giving us more insight as to how things stand. That's the view coming in, saying that there have been more than 1,000 deliveries in the last 10 days. Personal mobility clearly seems to have been the winner in the COVID situation and more or less sold out for the month of November. A lot of fast buying decisions being taken by customers right now. So things looking fairly optimistic when it comes to car deliveries and traction within this segment.